Well, good morning, everyone. Yeah, just making my call this morning to make sure they're ready for me. Conveniently, it's right across the street, so that was nice. Yeah, I rested well last night. What a zoo this place is trying to get in and out of. I watched for like 2 hours guys try to back into some of these spots. It's crazy the way they've got this set up. They've got the parking lot here. You can see they got the fueling island straight ahead there. And as soon as the guy comes around the corner here, if nothing is available on this side, he's got a blind spot. He's got a park or a back end blind and is on his blind spot to get in that side there. Kind of a bizarre way how they've set this up, but I guess they could only do so much with the land they have, right? So anyway, we're gonna head across the street and get this first load finally off.
Got another one up there with the flashes on up here around the corner. Northbound side 282 over 4, top of the hill here.
All right, we're all done here. We are all done. This is the way out. Oh, good. Well, they don't make this any more difficult, do they? Man, they're making this really hard to get out of here. You
got that flat there.
Wow. Jeez. Oh. You can get out, but just barely.
That was awesome. Appreciate it.
We are officially entering into new territory we've never driven before. Pennsylvania. Yeah, we're going to be looking at a couple other. I think we'll be in New York today too. So yeah, some new territory for sure. And as you can see, the cloud up here is been kind of gloomy for a little while. Just to the left of us, if you go over a few miles, Lake Erie is right there. We're going to actually probably see some of it before we get to our location. Stop in here and get some fuel because apparently this up where I'm going there's not too many fueling opportunities as for Flying J, so I figured I'm going to stop here and just top everything up. Well, this is a bit of a crazy setup they have in here when you pull into the fueling island. I was on the outside one, closest to the building. If I ever stop here again, I won't use that one. Because the guy that pulls up next to you and pulls his truck out, you can't get out. Look at all the garbage around here. Wow. Yeah. And just look at this. Here's an example right here. You get a few guys lining up, nobody can get out. I wonder if I'm even going to be able to get by this guy. Wow, what a stupid setup this is. Thanks, driver. Okay, they're gonna unload me. I just said to her, I really apologize for the delay. Had some mechanical issues the other day. And she says, what matters is that you're here. They've been waiting for this material. She says, they only receive until 1 o'clock. If they did not need this stuff, I'd be waiting until tomorrow. So I was just grateful. Very, very grateful that they need it. That way I can possibly get one more load off of here today. Okay, well, we're all done here. Wasn't much to show you. They don't let you on the loading dock. So I got 2 off today. I'm not going to make the other one, which is a shame. Yeah, they close up at 4. By the time I get there, it's going to be almost 6. So that's not going to help me. So I'm going to have to unload in the morning. But oh well, what do you do? It's last 3 or 4 days have not been very profitable. It's a good thing I have a savings account. Just the breakdown and everything, and these dates are spread out so far. But anyway, hopefully this is things run a little bit more smoother my next one. Oh, are they gonna end up wanting to check the back of the trailer? They probably will. That security guard's got a gun. You don't see that in Canada. right now I am in Geneva, New York, and I'm noticing there's a lot of heritage, a lot of older houses, some colonial style houses out here in some places. Maybe not so much here, but as you drive through, you can see a lot of the older houses. There's not much for modernization when it comes to the houses. And I guess this must be the little downtown core. As you can see the house on the right, I really love those houses, like with that really nice veranda on the front. These two houses here, these ones are old. Pretty well kept. And this is their downtown, I guess. Well, not, this is not the downtown. But Geneva is not a small town. It's a good-sized town. But it's got some good history here, I'm noticing. Can you imagine what these trees look like when these are all blooming? I bet you that's a pretty sight. See, look on the left here. 1, 2, 3, these nice older houses. Easily built in the 40s, 30s and 40s. Obviously they were modernized. Look at this. This is an old bridge, but they took it out. Maybe it's an old train bridge, maybe. That is really cool. Yeah, look at all these old houses. All of them are just... There's one modernized house here. It's a very, very nice little town. This is exciting. This is a lot of fun. I was, one of my other stops, my second last stop is White Plains, New York. That's just on the outside of New York City. I was looking at some of the route there. That looks like that's going to be an interesting ride to get into that place. Especially when they told me it's a one-way street. You gotta make sure you go down the right way. Obviously there's going to be only one way in. The GPS should know. It should recognize if it's a one-way street. So hopefully that'll go well. I'll phone them anyway tomorrow ahead of time just to find out what street you can enter from. I find it's very, very good and very helpful to always call ahead and get just some basic instruction. Now we're starting to come through a little bit of the town area. Look at that old church on the right-hand side. Oh my goodness, that's an old Catholic church. Wow, that is amazing. What a beautiful church. That is really cool. Look at how historic this town is. This is the town I would love to live in. It's pretty cool. Look at the old street lights. I don't know if those are originals or not. I gotta find some way to turn right up here somewhere. Okay, probably where that truck is turning. Wow! This is really cool. Check out these buildings. You can see some of them have definitely been renovated, but look at this. It's like driving back it's like driving back in time. This is so amazing. A cigar store and everything else. Wow, this is just beautiful. Wow, that is amazing. Look at those buildings. Whew. That's really thrilling. Wow. Oh, my gosh, it just continues. Look at all these old buildings. Wow, that is really cool. I love antiques. I love antiques. Oh man, is that ever neat? Just amazing. Young Men's Christian Association. I wonder if that was a hostel at one time. Wow, it just goes on and on. All these old buildings are everywhere. More old churches. Wow, this is incredible stuff. Sorry, I know I sound like a nutcase of a tourist, but man, you see beautiful stuff like this, just phenomenal. Wow. Oh my gosh, it just goes on and on and on. You're getting a little bit of extra coverage here of this town, but this is incredible. There's an old building there. Looks like another old church, and that other one with the bell tower. You'll see it in a few minutes. It's incredible. This is one very historic town. This nice old building on the corner here. These are all like, it's just, I can't get over this. Now look at these beautiful buildings here. Look at that one there, that old church. Wow, looks like a castle. Well, kind of. Oh my gosh, there's more down there. Okay, you know what? This has turned into an absolute treat. If this is all I see on this trip, man, it would be absolutely worth it. Just really, really exciting. What a beautiful town. Geneva, New York. Right now, I'm on the hunt for a Walmart because I called ahead of time. Found out that the Walmart, like there's a lot of Walmarts out here in the US that will let you park there. And they said, yep, you can park near the automotive section. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find a Walmart. Hopefully I have no issue getting in there. It's all new territory. It's been a fun ride though, I'll admit that. I've really enjoyed it. Man, the history has just been so incredible to witness. I also found out that this Walmart's 24 hours. Isn't that sweet? If you need to use the bathroom, you got one right there. So they said it was near the automotive section. And there's the tire and lube place. So, looks like there's a lot of parking back here. That's great. That's awesome. And I'm guessing that's the way out. Okay. Well, that makes me happy. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm on my way to the Ithaca Beer Company in Ithaca, New York. That's how you say it. I know I said that wrong yesterday. But after talking to a few people, that's how you say the name of the town. Slept well last night. The manager of Walmart let me park the truck in the front because I really didn't know what it was like back there. They said there was issues with drugs and stuff behind there and people behind there. I guess there's some homeless people that live. There always manages to be homeless people living behind Walmart everywhere you go. You see it everywhere. You see it in Abbotsford. You see it. I've seen it in Winnipeg. So after we finish with these guys here, we'll be heading to White Plains, New York, and that's the one where I figure I'm going to have the challenge with. But we'll see. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong and it's not a problem. And here we are. This is a nice wide turn. Wow. Maybe I should have went the other way. You're kidding me. Yeah, if I come here again, I'll be guaranteed I'll be taking the other road. That's pretty tight. This GPS, man, it just doesn't recognize the roads. It only knows the routes. So this is a big place, so I'm just going to look for loading docks, and that looks like a bunch of loading docks up there. Yeah. I think it's going to be unloaded up here. I hope. Because I'm not sure entirely what I have here. Shipping and receiving is up there, so I'll just make my way up here. This is a very big place. Apparently they have tours here and everything. That would be neat. I would love to see a tour of a brewery to see how they do things. I'd like to see the Budweiser one. That would be cool. Apparently they have really amazing tours. Like the real Budweiser plant, the actual one. Okay, so going to be tight to get in here, as obvious it looks like, because there's construction. You know, there's Usually an obstacle in the way. Never fails. All right, we'll see what they want me to do. Well, we're all done here in Ithaca, and we're on our way to White Plains, New York. That one's going to be a challenge, I got a feeling. Hopefully not. It took me 10 minutes to get into this loading dock because of the construction in their parking lot. Oh, come on, baby. That's a bit of a pain in the butt. But what do you do, right? Yep, I had to do like several 5-point turns just to get into that. Just to get into that loading dock. Even though you get a loading dock, doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Not at all. Well, I'm a little bit lighter. Yeah, so we got about 4.5 hours to go before we get to where we're going. Should make okay time, I guess. We're a little bit lighter if we have some hills to tend to, or contend with, rather. Oh, jeez. Oh. Yeah. It's a little stressful. And there's a really sharp right-hand turn I'm going to have to make. So I'm going to have to straddle both these lanes. Okay, this is the road I need. Come on, I got to take this very sharp. Hopefully, I'll be getting in my way. Adoption is not abortion. Oh boy, not a lot of clearance here. The place I want is right there on the left. My goodness, they're not leaving us a whole lot of room here. So I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull right up here next to these pallets. And then people can go around me if they need to. And I made it. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Okay, we're all done here. And I don't know if I'm going to be making my delivery today because I can't seem to get a hold of the people at the job site where this is being delivered to. I don't know. I might have to stop at Flying J tonight and deliver it in the morning. Look at that old church over there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that traffic jam. I'd say it's must be rush hour. You think? Yep. Anyway. So, yep, might have to just stay at Flying J. I don't think I'm going to be delivering tonight. By the time I get there, it's going to be 8 o'clock, and I don't think they're going to want a crew there at 8 o'clock at night. See what happens. Well, good morning, everyone. I am about 13 or what am I, 20 minutes away from where I'm my final delivery, which is in, I think you say it, Hyannis. I do believe it's Hyannis Port. Maybe it's Hyannis, but I think it's Hyannis Port. That's where I'm going. Delivered some fencing, and we got to be there by 8 o'clock. We got 21 minutes to get there, so I'm going to be there probably about 5 or 10 minutes early, which is a good thing. I found this pull-out. I was going to stop a little further back, and I figured, you know what, go as far as I can. That way I only have about a 20-minute drive in the morning. Not going to take very much of my hours. So I found this scale pull-out where there's no scale here anymore. And so I stopped here for the night. No amenities at all here, but very peaceful. It was, you know, I had a reasonably good sleep. Woke up a few times. It does take some time getting used to 3-hour change, you just really got to get used to it. Okay. I love this transmission. Sure jumps around a lot. Look at this. Jeez. I think that's an international thing. All right, we're ready to roll. Apparently, we'll be unloading on the street at this place. But you know what? I think almost every single delivery I've had has been an adventure, except the Home Depot. I had the blind side in there, I had the blind side in the other place. I'm trying to think if one of them was easy. I can't remember. Oh well, it doesn't matter. They're all accessible, that's all that matters, right? I'll tell you one thing though, making my way into this little area here in Massachusetts, if I can say it right, Massachusetts, I think that's how you say it. You'll see it when we head out of here. Went over a bridge, beautiful bridge, big bridge. They were doing some work on it. My goodness, the lanes were tight getting over there. But still beautiful countryside out here. Look at this traffic though. I hope I don't get stuck in a traffic jam because I really don't want to be delayed. But I don't know the area. I've never been here before, so I don't know if this little area has gridlock, if it has like rush hour traffic in the morning. I don't know. But we're making a turn off up here in about 2.5 miles, so I noticed too, there's a lot of low bridges along route there, like 13.9, and yeah, not leaving a whole lot. Top of our trailer is 13.6, so you got 3 inches to play with. Not much clearance. You don't want to hit a bump going under the bridge. This is a very, very nice community. I can only imagine what this place will look like when everything's blooming and there's leaves on all the trees. It's very nice. Looks like a great place to raise a family. And what's really nice too, the Atlantic Ocean is right over here. It's very, very nice. Lake Isle Woods. Wow, every place has got their own little mailbox, like outside mailbox. Yeah, I can just imagine. I mean, I may or may never come here again. So I'm going to enjoy what I'm looking at. It's just the trees, just the style of the trees are so beautiful. It's very, very nice here. A lot of these houses I'm noticing too, a lot of them have solar panels on them. Look at this street here. Gotta take this really super wide. Man, I must look like a monster coming down the road to these cars. Like, what's he doing down here? Yeah, you know what? I'd like to know that too. What am I doing down here? Okay. And I'm guessing it's just down this street. Now, when I looked on Google Earth, which I always do, I realized that the house that I was going to looked old. It had 2 chimneys. So I'm wondering if the house has been torn down and is being built new and it's a construction zone, because it's fencing. I have temporary fencing on here for these guys. Or if it's oh, look at this. Look at this. This is the man I'm looking for. I found you. I found you. Okay. You have a crew take him off?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe what I should do.
Just pull up. We'll pull on the sidewalk.
How busy is this street?
Not too bad, but.
Well, if I pull on the sidewalk, I'm not going to clip that tree, am I?
Might be close.
Well, I think they can just go around. It's a double solid line. If they can't be cautious, I don't know.
I'd rather offload from the back. So if you turn around, right, you'll be in front of the next guy's property. So if you can pull off the curb here a little bit, and then I can just come right up behind you with a machine.
You want me to turn around?
No, you'd never be able to turn around.
Okay, where do you want me?
If you just pull off on the curb here, put a wheel on the curb, people can go around you.
I'm going to be clear of that tree?
I don't know. I'll watch it for
Okay,
you.
well,
If you're not, then we.
Okay.
I don't want to scratch your truck, but if you just pull off a little bit.
Okay.
All right, great.
Anybody behind me there?
I'll watch for you.
Okay. Yeah. I had a feeling this was going to be fun. The most narrow road I've been driving down, and it has to be the one I'm offloading. That is funny. And I'm going to use part of this sidewalk. Is that okay? Well, they're gaining some chain. They're grabbing some chain over there so we can drag the thing out. They'll never be able to pull that thing out. It's too heavy, 5,000 pounds. Wow. I guess they're going to take a lot of that fencing and they're going to make a perimeter around this lot. They're going to tear this house down. It's too bad. It's a beautiful house. Look at the giant fireplace. Oh, is that ever beautiful? Hardwood flooring. That, my friends, is the Atlantic Ocean. It's too bad they let it go. It's a shame. Such a beautiful home. Look at that nice room in there. That looks like maybe the dining room, maybe, or family room. This could be the family room here. I, for one, find it incredibly sad when you see a beautiful house like this have to be torn down. But I guess whoever had it never kept it up. There's 3 levels on this house. Probably a basement too. That is quality workmanship. And I just realized something, there's a deck on top too. Nice.
I'm just going to take a walk up here to see if I can get out up here, because further up they've got the road blocked off with construction as usual. You know the way it is. It's the only way out, and they've got it blocked off. You can't get a truck through there. So I'm heading up this way to see if I can get out here and back out this way. This may be the way I'll have to do it. I wonder how many of these places are actually occupied in the wintertime. I think a lot of these are summer homes. One of the guys I was talking to said that JFK used to live in one of the homes just around the corner, and that one of his relatives, it's a Kennedy, still lives there. Isn't that fascinating? I find that very neat. Well, this looks like this might be an easier way to go. They're just going to have to block the road for me. That's exactly what I'm going to have to do. So when they're done, I'm going to have to back the truck up and jackknife it. Well, it's not quite a jackknife, but I don't think I have any other option. Okay, I think I got her. All right. Oh, stupid transmission. Thank you very much. Take care. Thanks again for the coffee. God bless you too. Come on, Mayor, line up for me. There you go. All right, that's all done. Whew. I'm supposed to fax something in, or send something in, but I can't do that right now. These roads are, yeah, you may want to slow down there, buddy. You're going way too fast. Oh, all my deliveries are done. Yeah. So he told me to go, the easiest way to get out of here, he says, go up to, that tree's a little low, go up the Pincher Way and follow it all the way to 132nd. This is the bridge I was telling you about that I went over. It's quite a nice looking bridge, but narrow like crazy. And I'm going to get you to pay attention to something. Just look on the right hand side. Just look at the curb. Look at how high the curb is. You get up against that with your rims, that'll take your bolts right off your steers. Jeez. That is incredibly narrow. Not leaving a whole lot of room.
Well, I looked ahead on Google Map, Google Earth, have it installed on my laptop. You can look at some really nice interactive angles. You can look down the streets. You can see the overhead view. You can pretty well see exactly where you need to go. Where you need, you need to go before you get there. However, it doesn't tell you how bad the roads are. So the place I am looking for, this is funny, caution speed bumps ahead. Well, what do you call this? Oh man, so look at these old buildings. I can just say it. I'm not entirely sure. This is the Hazen Paper Company. This is what they are called, but I'm not entirely sure where you got to go. And as you can see, there's no room around here to maneuver. It's going to be another blind side back in probably. I can't really tell. I don't want to go all the way down because I don't know if you can turn around up there. Jeez. Okay, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, so I'm just gonna park it here for now and go ask somebody. Wow, that was a long wait. 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours. Lot of waiting. Well, we're finally done. We're finally out of this place. I was really hoping to get out before the traffic got really bad, but I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be dealing with for traffic. I don't know the area, so we'll see. Let's do some four-wheeling. So we have, our clock's been ticking down because we only get 14 hours in the US. So I got 4 hours and 31 minutes left to drive, and that's it. So at least I'll get some miles in today. Just haven't been getting very many miles in this whole trip because they're just short little runs here and there. So I'm averaging about 300 miles a day right now because of all these deliveries.